Hello, I'm very pleased to demonstrate to you a proof of concept augmented reality application that I created to monitor current and historical collected quality control data from tanks. These could be tanks such as fermenters. The concept is equally applicable to other industries such as the oil industry, distilleries, chemical manufacturing, etc. For this example, I used a beer fermenter that contains mash, and the use case is a brewer who needs to know several times per day the quality control data and other metrics from the fermenters. The brewer can either use an iPhone, iPad, or a tablet, even a smart glasses such as Google Glass, and just by looking at the tank, they'll be able to see this quality control data. So how's this magic accomplished? This is what I'm going to demonstrate to you. The way I decided to solve the problem is what I think is a quite elegant and generic way. It is a near turnkey solution for a customer, and that is what I like about it. The little configuration that needs to be done is performed on the back-end server by some engineers. So let me provide you a brief overview. First, some unique tank identifiers needs to be created, such as the one you're looking at here. In this case, I used one of my favorite breweries called Pyramid. It is their logo that was customized with a number, and these are the numbers that you see in the corners of the logo. Each of these logos needs to be taped on each tank where quality control data is collected from. Then using this augmented reality application, the image is just scanned and immediately the user can see the most recent data on the tank. So let me provide you a little demonstration. Click out of here, launch the augmented reality application. It's made by Unity or made with Unity Technologies. Here we are scanning the target image. You can see that this is fermenter number 1. It is a 110 barrel fermenter, and the title or the caption bar for the fermenter is displayed in green color, meaning that everything is just fine. We can see that the current volume in the fermenter is 81 barrels, and it contains Hefeweizen. The current temperature is 61 degrees Fahrenheit. The yeast contained is 5.2 billion per milliliter. Gravity is 6.2 degrees Plato, and the pH balance is 5.1 moles per liter. You can also see that a brief hint from the application, the fermentation progress is 81% completed, and the way it is going is planned to be completed around December 23rd, so around Christmas time. This is really nice. So I will be clicking here on the QC graph button, and when I click that, we can see historical data on the fermentation. In this case, we are seeing the daily average temperature, and you can see that here on November 9th, there was a dip in the temperature. Maybe there was some problem with the tank. It could be a heater that went bad. So it showed that the quality, how the quality of the temperature was affected. We can also choose between various types of graphs called, as an example, the gravity, yeast count, there you go, pH balance, and we can see how this historical data for each tank. We can augment this with any other type of quality control data that is collected. And as you see, the response is absolutely superb, and I'm so proud to say that this information is actually retrieved from Amazon Web Services. So the latency is minimal, and it is what I think to be quite accurate. Right now it has a bit of trouble scanning. Of course, it's dark here in my office. It's a bit late in the evening. And this is fermenter 1, as you see. I can switch over to another fermenter, number 2. Click the scan button again. And immediately we see the quality control data for fermenter 2. And all this is coming real time from Amazon Web Services. So this is pretty awesome. I think I'm actually quite pleased with it. So the database for all these target images actually originates from the cloud, from AWS. Each database can hold over 1 million images. So from a return of investment point of view, This Amazon Web Services based solution, I think, is quite efficient. Each target image has associated metadata, and this is how the backend image knows, from the image what information to retrieve from the database. Creating this metadata is very simple. It is just a simple JSON object with a few customer and tank specific information. So to get a new customer ramped up, just create a customer specific target image such as these. Each tag should be unique, and some minor JSON data should be associated with it. And voila, done. Well, I hope you liked this presentation, and I would like to thank you for your attention. Bye-bye.